Hey, happy holidays, Zach.
Thanks, man. Right back at you.
It's been a real pleasure doing beer reviews all year with you, and
Same.
I think I finally got your taste profile down, and I got you a little gift. I think you're gonna like it.
Man, seriously, wow. You shouldn't have. This is incredible. Oh, man, I'm so excited. Dude, what the fuck? Welcome to another episode of Dabbler Double Take. Today, we're getting in the holiday spirit by trying out the Bud Light Seltzer Ugly Sweater Pack. Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it is the season of the ugly sweater party. And we saw this online, we just knew we had to try it because there is a seltzer eggnog variation in this box that we gotta dig into.
Yeah, the rest of them are pretty standard. We got sugar plum, we got cranberry, and we have cherry cordial. Those all seem pretty straightforward, but eggnog seltzer? I'm a little concerned.
I'm a little concerned too. I don't know who's asking for that.
Yeah.
I feel like if you like eggnog, you just want eggnog.
Right,
You don't
right.
want an eggnog seltzer, do you?
No, the last thing in the world that I would want my nog to be would be carbonated and bubbly. But we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Which flavor should we start off with?
Well, you know, I think let's start over here with cranberry.
That
It's
seems like
it's
the
a
safest,
classic
yeah.
flavor profile for the holiday season. I think it's gonna work really well, probably.
Me too.
If I had to guess.
I'm a big fan of cranberry stuff in general, and I'm just kind of surprised you don't see a ton of cranberry seltzer out there. So we got the classic clear seltzer in the glass here. No color to this one whatsoever. Apparently that's what we're going with for the Bud Light seltzers.
Have you had any of the Bud Light seltzers?
This is my first time trying these.
Me as well. I mean, this definitely has like ocean spray cranberry.
Yes, yes.
It's that sweet cranberry juice cocktail almost flavor and aroma.
It doesn't remind me a whole ton of like that really tart, tangy cranberry juice that you only want like a small juice cup full, because it's kind of, this is not gonna help, you know, give you those cranberry sauce vibes or anything.
Yeah.
It's definitely more of an ocean spray. But some people like that.
It kind of reminds me of a vodka cran.
Yeah. I'm noticing first, there's not a ton of bubble to this seltzer. Have you noticing that?
Not a ton. I mean, there was on the pour, but like
Yeah.
it's kind of dissipated a lot in the glass.
I feel like I gotta do that thing where you swish your tongue around in the middle of your mouth to get any kind of bubble off of it. But, you know, tastes pretty solid. It's cranberry.
Yeah, I would say it's delivering on the prospect of what's on the label here. Although it's a little of that cranberry cocktail juice versus actual cranberry. So it does have a little bit of, I don't know, artificial flavor.
Yep. If you were hoping for a really natural, you know, tart cranberry taste, this isn't really gonna be that. Should we try another flavor here?
Yeah, let's hop into this next one. Sugar plum.
Yeah.
Now, I've never had a sugar plum. I've never seen a sugar plum.
Me neither.
The only association I make with sugar plum is Nutcracker, Tchaikovsky.
The fairies dancing in your head.
Yeah. So I hope it doesn't taste like ballet shoes or slippers. So we'll see.
Let's find out here.
Definitely get sugar.
Yeah. There's some plum notes there. It's got a little bit of like a spiced plum type of thing. Yeah. It's actually not that bad. You could trick me and say it was grape though. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Like it's not a very specific plum flavor. It's
kind of a bag.
Yeah. Like if you were saying like Zach and Brian, you guys are blind tasting these. Like what flavor is this? I'd be like, I don't know. Like Welch's grape juice.
Yeah. It's like they were dropping a flavor bomb, and it got close to the target.
Yeah.
And it did its job.
Yeah. Yep. This one, both I've noticed in both the same kind of bubblegummy sweetness to both of these.
Yeah.
So far, that's kind of, it seems like that's what they're using as their sweetener. I'm not exactly sure what the sweetener is for these particular seltzers, but it's definitely got that vaguely aspartame-y, diet soda type of sweetness to it.
For sure.
But that's a common seltzer thing, right?
Yeah.
I think I like this better than the cranberry, actually.
You know, I'm actually on board with that.
There's a little more personality to it. The cranberry was just like, I wanted more cranberry.
It was there and it was gone.
Right, and I know what a cranberry tastes like, and I wanted more of it. This, it's like, I have no idea what a sugar plum tastes like, so it probably tastes like sugar plums.
But it's got some real character, like you said. It's interesting.
Right.
And the flavor sticks with you.
Yeah.
It actually stays on the palate a little bit longer than the cranberry did, so it's got that going.
Because of those vaguely spicy notes, I do feel like this one has a little more Christmassy, you know, holiday vibes to me.
Yeah.
So there's that for sure.
All right,
Bottoms up. Yeah. Ooh, that was a lot.
Now, let's save the eggnog.
Yeah,
for
I think we
last.
got to do that.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
So let's go to cherry cordial.
Cherry cordial, once again, as clear as a pouch of Capri Sun when you squeezed it into a glass when you were a kid.
Yes, or clearly Canadian.
Whoa, whoa, okay, sniff this before you taste it.
What is going on here?
It smells like cherry cough syrup. Warning signs.
Now, I hear you, but it also has something almondy going on.
You're right.
There's definitely some like nice, like pure almond extract
you're
aromas
right.
coming off of it, which works with the cherry, actually.
It does, it does. It freaked me out a little bit when I first sniffed it, but it's actually...
Now, interesting. So,
like Tootsie Roll.
I have had a cherry cordial.
Okay, yeah,
now that I think about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course I have.
Putting back some sense memories here.
Chocolate, cherry, that sort of alcoholic cherry.
Right, okay,
chocolate.
that's what we're talking
dessert.
about here.
That's a cherry cordial.
I was thinking booze, but you're right. It's the boozy chocolate cherries that this is referencing, and there is the chocolatey aroma to it.
The chocolate.
It smells like a Tootsie Roll, actually, now that I'm sniffing
100% Tootsie Roll chocolate.
Yeah.
And you know what? It does remind me of a real cherry cordial.
Yeah.
I gotta say, on the aroma, you're knocking it out of the park.
The Bud Light scientists did a good job with mimicking this one. I don't know how they did it. I don't know if it's that pleasant of a flavor for me.
No, the aroma is definitely way more pleasant than the actual flavor.
Like accurate, but not desirable might be how I would phrase that. Like it's, they did a good job of faking that flavor, but I don't know if I would want to drink more than like this amount of it. And if you're getting through 4 of those in the 12 pack, that's a lot.
And you know, so like the Tootsie Roll chocolate that you identified in the aroma is coming through really strong in the flavor.
Right.
And then behind that is this weird bitterness that's left by maybe just like the fermented malt
seltzer base. Yeah.
Base.
That kind of chalky finish that a lot of mainstream seltzers, a lot of seltzers period.
That's kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
I would hope that you bring a little bit more cherry in the flavor, because that's what you bite into that cherry cordial and it just bursts with all those sweet
maraschino,
cherry.
yeah, totally. And I'm not the biggest maraschino cherry guy in the world either, so this is probably not barking up the right tree for me.
Yeah.
I'm sort of wishing I would have brought a dump bucket up here for us, but we're gonna finish it. Let's cheers. Oh, yikes. Before we dive into this one, I got to ask you, because eggnog is one of the most polarizing beverages out there. Are you an eggnog guy?
I actually really enjoy a glass of eggnog.
Okay, cool. So, and do you mix it with booze, or you just take it straight?
I mean, now I do.
Yeah, okay, as an adult, but yeah,
as a kid,
I
would just drink that eggnog, you know, that you get at the grocery store.
Follow-up question: hot or cold nog for you?
For sure, cold nog.
Okay.
Don't heat that up. If you want a hot, frothy drink for Christmas, you gotta go with Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, it's Tom and Jerry.
Don't warm up your eggnog.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe that's the problem. You gotta keep it cool. Like a cold glass of milk.
Interesting, because for me, so I was a very like not an eggnog person growing up, and then as an adult, I've sort of come around in it a little bit, and I can have just a little bit. But it gets kind of cloying. But I discovered that I kind of like it when it's warm and more of like a hot chocolate type of fashion. But so I'm a little more of an eggnog skeptic. You're a lover. Let's see if this delivers here. So it smells like a Christmas candle. It's got that.
It is. It's like a Yankee candle.
Yeah, it smells like a Yankee candle. It's got that paraffin-y kind of like vanilla smell to it. Yeah.
It's like a mulled apple cider more than it is an eggnog here. I'm definitely getting cinnamon.
Nutmeg, yeah.
And apple. I mean, I am not finding any of the sort of charms of eggnog, which is almost that kind of almost bubblegummy, clovey.
Okay, yeah. I'm smelling mostly like vanilla and marshmallow off the top of this one.
All right, let's dive in.
Yeah.
If you tell me this is a spiced apple seltzer, it's a winner.
The cinnamon tastes like, you can taste the cinnamon. Like
Yeah.
that's probably the first thing that your tongue notices. There is that, they tried to get a little eggy, vanilla-y flavor, but the egg just didn't, I mean, for obvious reasons, like doesn't come through super well. It's a hard flavor to mimic, especially in a seltzer that contains, you know, nothing resembling an egg.
This does not remind me of eggnog whatsoever.
If you were somebody that doesn't like eggnog because it's so heavy and creamy and cloying, maybe you would enjoy this flavor, but it's like, there's this great Douglas Adams line where he's talking about the robot that makes the coffee in the Hitchhiker's Guide, and it's like, he says it tastes almost, but not quite, nothing like coffee or whatever, and that's kind of what I'm getting with this eggnog. It doesn't really taste like eggnog, but it does taste vaguely holiday-y.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It definitely hits some holiday spice notes here, and it's actually not bad.
Right.
But it's not eggnog.
Maybe more horchata because of that strong cinnamon flavor, but there's not the heavy, milky egginess of an eggnog.
Yeah, if there's any sort of like creaminess to it,
Yeah.
it is definitely more on the marshmallow side.
Yes.
It's really sweet
Yeah.
and like marshmallow cream.
This might be the sweetest seltzer that I've ever had. It is really sweet.
It's very sweet. It's soft on the palate, and it does have
Right.
some spice notes.
Right.
Again,
Right.
if it was a hot mulled apple cider
Yeah.
seltzer, I think they nailed it. but
Yeah.
it does not remind me
Just-
of the classic nog.
Take all that cinnamon science that you use in order to get the cinnamon flavor in here and just turn it to some apple territory, and I think you're good to go. For some reason, they decided, probably because they knew goofballs like us would be intrigued and want to review it, to do this. And congratulations, Bud Light, you suckered us into trying this. And I'm struck by the fact that nothing in this is offensively bad. Especially, like the eggnog in particular, I was expecting to want to maybe get 2 sips through it and then dump it. Like I was really expecting to hate something in this pack, but once again, I can't force myself to hate it, probably because they did a lot of good market research to make this, it's a mass market
It's
product.
Bud. They're
Right.
not going to put out a disgusting product.
Right, totally.
But at the same time, the standard has to be how close is it
Right.
to delivering the
Right.
flavors that it's promising on the label.
And furthermore, would you actually want to drink this at a holiday party?
And this is the key
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
when I'm feasting and at the
Yeah.
holiday season,
Yeah.
I want something rich and fulfilling and satisfying that complements the feast that's on the table.
Right.
Seltzer, it's like the antithesis to feast.
Right, exactly. It's the same thing for me. Like if I was trying to opt for a lighter non-beer beverage for the holidays, I would think of cider, champagne, mulled wine, literally anything other than seltzer. It's just not very seasonally appropriate. I think of it as a summer beverage, as something where I'm trying to crank this down, not really think too much about how it tastes, and probably drink like 6 of them or something like that.
Yeah.
I would maybe be able to drink one of these, and then I would have to quit on this and go to more standard flavored seltzers, just because trying to get through a whole pack of this would be a lot of sweet, very cloying, and tough on the taste buds, I think. Well,
I hope you enjoy the rest of this ugly
man.
sweater pack. It's all for you.
I think this is going to end up in somebody else's white elephant gift at my family's Christmas
There's
party.
a few cans missing.
Don't worry about it, Uncle Jim. It's great. You wouldn't have missed those anyways.
All right, well, thank you for sticking with us for this year of reviews and Dabbler Double Takes. We hope you join us for more just like this in 2022.
Happy holidays, Dabblers.
Happy holidays.